Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Russ the Bus, straight from Las Vegas, breaking down Thursday, September 2nd, college football slate we got tonight. First game, I'll start with Boise, Central Florida. I got a rule, there's 15-game slate. I'm not betting more than 20% of the slate. It's three plays. I'm not betting more than 3 plays. That's a game that just completely confuses me. You got opening line Central Florida 4 up to 6. I just don't like it. Returning starters, both teams. You got I don't like that game at all. I had no clue with that game. I'm completely clueless. Traveling out west on a neutral field game. The line keeps going up though, which you would think would favor Boise on a neutral field out west, but nothing to do with that game. East Carolina, Appalachian State. It seems like the public's mixed in this game. East Carolina's returning a lot of starters. Appalachian State, a little question at quarterback. I have no idea. The line's steaming towards East Carolina. Staying off that game. We got South Florida, NC State. NC State should kill them. Staying off that game. I don't like laying points in football. In any sport. Tennessee, Bowling Green. Total went from 56.5 to 60.5. We're going to see how Milton plays quarterback at Tennessee. Should come out firing. I'm going to go, I'm jumping in. Honestly, I'm jumping into my play of the day today. It's UC Davis plus 23 at Tulsa. That's too many points. I mean, it opened at 23.5. You see a game like this, the public's going to automatically think, whoa, they only got to win by 3 touchdowns and a field goal. I'm not buying it. Actually, it opened at 25.5, down to 23.5. So the sharp money's on UC Davis. Tulsa got a lot of returning players. I mean, as you know, like, I'm a pen and paper guy, like I tell y'all. Tulsa is an experienced team. I got to say that. It's a bad spot for Tulsa. They got a big game next week at Oklahoma State. I mean, they're traveling to Oak State. A big game. I mean, that's a big opponent right there. Tulsa, I look for Tulsa to come out flat tonight. Both teams, I mean, got returning starters. Tulsa got 10 on offense, 10 on defense. I mean, Tulsa's a powerhouse opposed to a team like UC Davis. But Tulsa does run the ball a lot, even though they got 2 monster senior receivers. Tulsa's defense is nasty. I look for UC Davis, running back, who almost ran for 100,000 yards last year, get a lot of carries today. Look for sloppy play early in that game. I'm taking the points. I love UC Davis with 23. Absolutely love it. If you could ever get them with 24.5, buy it up. Take that, but I love UC Davis plus 23.5 points. Now we're going to go to another game I'm looking at. I'm going to teach y'all about live betting on this bet. Wait for live on Minnesota, Ohio State. It's a bad spot for Ohio State. They're in a flat spot here. Losing the national championship, little hangover game. They're going to show how bad they're missing Justin Fields today. They play Oregon next week. Big time game. I mean, I think they're traveling to Oregon. Or they're playing they might be at the house against Oregon, but they're playing Oregon next week. Looks a little overlooked, this Minnesota team, with Morgan, a very experienced offense too. They lost Bateman to the Ravens, but you got the running back, Ibrahim's probably the best running back. I think he's better than Marion Barber was in Minnesota. I mean, this kid's special. If they run the ball, control some clock. The first half line tells you a lot in this game anyway. The first half line is Ohio State only -7. I don't want to take Minnesota pregame. I think Ohio State's going to go up at some point. If you never get a good number, if you never get 17.5 or better in play, don't do it. It's just odds makers are really sharp on a big game when there's not a lot of games. It's only 15 games today. What's the biggest team playing on paper? Ohio State. These odds makers are sharp on lines most of the time. You think they're going to be way off? You think Ohio State's going to win by 40 and they're just going to be giving you 14? No, it's not going to work like that tonight. I really think Minnesota fights, but wait. The second half line is going to tell us everything on that game. That's a game I'm just saying be very patient on. The second half line will tell you which way to sway. If Ohio State's blowing them out, it's a small line second half, take Minnesota. Minnesota's up 10 or something at half. To pick them, you got to take Minnesota to win the game at that point. Coastal Carolina, I don't like that game. They got a mean team. They're ranked again. I mean, they're only getting better, it looks like. Their defense is nasty. I just don't like that game. Buffalo, they got Marks back. I think, who else? Buffalo's got their quarterback, too, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Buffalo's got Van Treese. Buffalo's nasty, man. They'll Ball State's gonna fight for the MAC. I don't like that. I don't like a game with that many points though. No total either in that game. Weber State, Utah. Don't like that game. Utah's got a lot of transfers coming in. Utah's gonna be pretty good. Interstate, I don't like that game. New Mexico, Houston Baptist. Ugh. I almost lean the over in that game. Let me see something. No, I can't do it. That game's just, I don't. That Western Kentucky game can't do nothing on. UNLV, ugh. Eastern Washington flipped to a favorite now. UNLV's so bad. It's such a high total. Open at 62. When I just can't bet that game. It's just too ugly of a game. Arizona State, Southern Utah. We saw how bad Southern Utah looked last week. They actually covered for me on a live bet. But Arizona State's experience. Daniel's actually a really good quarterback. White, they got the senior running back. They got a really good team this year. I look for ASU to make a little noise in the Pac-12. I don't like that game. I mean, if anything, I'm going to have live bets today. That's about it. The only bet I love is UC Davis plus 23, 23.5. And Minnesota live if you could get 17 or better. As for that, I might have second half bets, but that's about it for now. Remember, be smart, but press your bets. You got to learn how to power press in this, man. You could go start with $1,000, put it on your best, put it on UC Davis. They cover. Wait till tomorrow, do a bet for $1,900. They cover. Put the whole $3,800 in the best bet the next day or that same night. Now you just turn 1,000 in about 6, pocket 5, start with 1,000 again. Stuff like that. And also, if you want to slam a bet, slam the best bet, UC Davis, or probably a live bet. Live bets are the way to go. Really, you get an advantage number. But that's about it, man. I appreciate everybody. Like, share, subscribe. Russ the Boss, baby. Have a good one.